Hello friends and welcome to another World Selection Blue video. This time we have Pizza against Mati. We already know who those players are. Pizza, one of the best players ever in the game, considered second best player just after X Factor. He used to battle this position with Cyber, but now that Cyber has quit the game for whatever reason, going to play League of Legends. It's not that important. Looking at the spawn, we can see that it's going downhill. There will be some water, maybe, there might be some water out of wood, which so far looking like a okay, decent Europe spawn, and no food at all. Let us show the map. Yes, there is some water, enough to be honest. You don't need more. 3 fish, almost the requirements for Europe. What else do we have? 3 cows. Yes, you can go Europe. There's trees. It's a good Europe map. Gets the approval from me. Just gotta kill those animals. A lot of them we can see. And I rarely seen on the one we haven't seen, the Mr. Bear. He has a lot of damage with attack speed. He's the strongest of them all, besides the mammoth. Yes. And of course, Mati, defensive player, takes his boots upgrade as always, which I still think is not the greatest idea, since you lose around 5,000 wood in 40 minutes game. But maybe it's okay. Maybe he has a good idea with them. The thing Mati does usually is going warrior rush into archers, into just pushing the next as fast as possible, into springers and rocket cannon push. And Pizza can play anything, to be honest. He plays whatever he wants or whatever is the best for the game. As we can see, the map is quite large. There's everything on the map. Sounds like a fantastic game so far. Let us see how it goes. The start is normal, of course. Pizza goes for a straight base building, which is okay. There's a lot of wood. And Mati goes for a straight base building as well. Same base building from the same players we can see already. But unfortunately Pizza hasn't scouted this yet. And Mati, where is Mati? Mati also haven't. No, he has not. Let us speed up a bit. There's nothing that's going on in the start of the game until 27 pop. So we'll slow down once Mati gets there. One more house. And there we go. Pizza is going for the eco route, taking his resources slowly, going at 0, maybe poor management. Actually, no, not enough workers on food. He must have forgotten. Sometimes happens, usually because Pizza attacks with his girlfriend a lot, attacks with his roommates, blah blah blah, just getting distracted a lot. And Mati, on the other hand, doesn't take the berry upgrade usually. It's a good ability to take, he should consider taking it. And gets a risky stone cutter. As we can see, his base building is always on top. Instead of making a box, he makes a big line. Very nice, good job Mati. Always good to see your base building. What else can we say about his game style? He is taking some fish, but when it comes to his game style, as we know, Mati struggles with eco quite often. Hopefully we can see a difference in this game. And does Pizza want to go for a quick Asia? No, he does not. He goes for a warrior rush with Asia strat. Okay, a later warrior rush, that's okay, as long as he can pump them out right now. And Pizza is going for the box strat. Sorry, for the box base building. So he's weaker than Mati's. But on the other hand, Pizza can go from both sides into Mati's base. Like I said, Mati is going for the warrior rush. You can expect it honestly every single game. And he hasn't scouted this, so his blocking is out, which will be bad for him in the future. But I'm sure he just destroyed this house or just put a warehouse there to cut down those trees. He's not showing down to kill the animals, he really wants to do some damage. But Pizza is already there. And Pizza has about the same amount of warriors, 9. No armor upgrade yet, but he is getting it. It will take a bit of time. What matters is that he will get some damage. Mati went back. No, that's the thing you want to never do. Usually you protect yourself with bulwarks and wait for the new warriors to come by. You never want to go back. Even though you get a good army, you can stack it up. What can you do with it when you play against a guy like Pizza who knows how to defend? Unless he trolls, he sometimes does that. He gets his workers, obviously. He researched the maceman. Why did he research the maceman? Oh, Pizza. You love trolling. Looks like he's going for a more defensive approach. He is at 0 though, sadly. Must have not been careful. But he will surely fix his eco soon. 41 workers. 49 though. Sorry about me being silly. I can't do that a lot. Mati, 20 woodworkers, very nice. And look at that! Look at that! I am so proud. Mati has spread his workers decently. It's not amazing because those are tech 2 are getting stuck, but he did it. His food will be so much better right now. Good job, my guy. Good job. That's what we wanted to see for a long time. And of course, Pizza made some stingers to defend with against those warriors. Should not be a big problem. Unless he does something like that. Nope. We'll be fine. He is bringing his workers to repair and will simply block these warriors. He will still want to go there to snipe those, but Pizza has instant army going from every side and Mati can do nothing with those warriors. Pizza is always on his toes. Let's see. He upgraded a bit. He upgraded quite a lot of workers, so that means he does not worry he wants his Iron Age. Very interesting, we don't see that a lot in Pizza. Down to 10 workers. It's usually you don't want to do that, keep that in mind. He's a professional, he knows what he's doing. As a decent player, you'd rather stay at 20 woodworkers to have your income. Pizza is sure of him, that's why he does it. And as we can see on Mati's part, still on 27 workers. We'll still upgrade those 7 workers, but we'll stay on 20. Already getting boats, which Pizza is not, sadly, until just now. There you go. It's like I see the future or something, but I swear I haven't watched this game. I rarely do. Yes, I said that I will fast forward games usually to see if they are good, but since it's Pizza and Mati, I obviously knew they were going to be good. Pizza is a normal person that knows to only send me replays if they are nice to watch. And I almost missed it. Pizza is going in with some slingers. Killed. To be honest. Oh, let's see before it disappears. No, it's only warriors. Pizza has not killed anything yet. Because Mati, and this is who we're talking about. Mati has a great base building, but this Tiger, we gotta keep an eye out on him. I feel like he has some bad plans going in for the both of those players. His Tiger and his cousin, that's where is his cousin? His cousin is already dead. He's nowhere to be seen. Okay, that's fine. And the warriors coming in. But Pizza is, like I said, always on his toes. Does not allow himself to... Oh, come on. No, it's fine. Mate is simply... And there we go. Blocking like a champ. Perfect. This is who we're talking about. This is our player. This is Pizza. Blocking the warriors from entering his base, while at the same time messing with his opponent. This is when you are truly good at the game, where you can look at two sides of the screen at the same time. He simply does not allow Mati to do anything as of right now, and kills a bit of his spearman. It does not mean a lot, besides the fact that he has no wood and has right now reached Iron Age, while Pizza has not. Pizza is a bit late, that's a surprise though, and he's on low workers, while Mati is on higher workers. What happened with Pizza? He must have been pop-capped. Looks like Pizza is getting some spearmen from Asia. Don't really know why, to be honest. Wait, are those spearmen holding sticks? Now we know why they only do 5 damage. What a complete tomfoolery. Spears, bamboo sticks. Taking the armor upgrade. Oh, he will probably forget about it. Pizza is so good at forgetting. It's not a mistake. I mean, it is... Oh, he did take it. Nice. And is pop-capped? Pizza, come on. Stop being freakish. It's not you. Okay, he did kill one of his stuff. Now he's pop-capped too. Which means that he's simply not tryharding this game. To be honest, in all truth, this is one of the best maps you can get against Mati. As a big open map means that you get much more time to defend and do everything. Mati is far stronger on smaller maps. Not too smart to not be able to simply end his existence with a Bubba Rush, but a bit from medium to small, so he gets that little bit of advantage by not having to go along while with his warriors and later on with his new army. Pizza, on the other hand, he is better at going next stage, which he does not show in this game, sadly. Even though Mati is better at it as well. The difference is that one of those players has more experience and better eco. However, Mati has the advantage of genius base building. If I would ever have to say which player might be the best at base building, it would honestly be either X Factor or Mati. This guy honestly never fails to amaze me with his base building, as it's always almost perfect. The only way it could fail is simply if he wouldn't have any workers to repair there and some spearmen would rush him. But he has them decently close, maybe he should put some there and he could do that. Pizza now is with his spearmen and slingers. Not sure why he made them, honestly. Against heavy spearmen they won't do a thing. Now we'll see how they will do. Obviously Pizza is retreating. Does he want to fight in a choke point or does he simply want to run away? He wants to run away, it seems. It's a good choice, not a bad one. But he has forgot about his heavy archers. What is Pizza doing in this game? He doesn't even have a lot of archeries. I think he must be drunk. It's one of those days, haha. Maybe got on a date with his girlfriend. And he took them right now, which is super late for Pizza. But whatever. He has a lot of resources, Mati as well. So right now Mati is a big scary guy. What Pizza has to do is just simply catch up to him and try to get some good play done. Honestly, if he could sneak in some workers it would be amazing. But he simply does not know that there's no wall there. Wait, did I just say sneaking some workers? No, I mean some army. And the workers from Mati are starting to build stuff. This is very risky. Why? Because if spearmen come, not only do you not have any wall, but also you have no pop to remake army. But is it good? It's better than nothing. Making more archeries would be a waste. Unless you make one more and make one more barrack, then you'll be fine. But I still feel like it's a bit too risky. A wall would be more advantageous in my opinion. But as you can see, the base building is simply carrying Matti at this point. His mechanics may not be so good, his eco might not be the best, but his base building is simply out of this world. Like I said, the only one who can compete with his base building might be X Factor. And when it comes to Pizza, well, his base building is weaker, much weaker, but he makes up for it with a good mechanic skills, a good APM, and knowledge about the game, and of course a good eco that he does have. He goes for the route of upgrading his boats first, and Matti does it later. In the end, I think Pizza did a good job because he struggles on his food, and getting those boats will help him a lot. Of course, Pizza is only at 90 full pop, so it means that Matti has twice as much army. What he has to do is simply wait. There is nothing else he can do. But he does not have to wait a long time, as in 1 second he will have everything he needs besides the food. The food might be the one problem he has. But right now, this choke point is on his side, and it will surely help him a lot. I must say, this is an amazing map, and I love it a lot. I wish I've gotten more maps like this, as lately I've been only getting Asia maps. I am a Europe main, and I haven't played Europe in about 20 games. You usually gotta play what's the best choice. Europe? The rule is, you go Europe when you can go Europe is simply stronger than Asia, but not by a bunch anymore. So you do not take risks by going Europe when it's an Asia map. What you need for Europe is of course 2k food, a nice wood line, not too open, not too closed, terrain to build, the iron cannot be too risky, and that's about it. And of course it has to be a bit, maybe not far, but it cannot be too close to the enemy. If as Europe you lose too many workers to a warrior rush, too many workers to a bulwark rush, or cannot defend against a proxy, you lose the game. The longer the time goes, the stronger Europe is. Kinda like real life, don't you think? Well, like I've said, Pizza is back on the tracks. His eco is much stronger than Matti's by a lot, and he's already preparing to get mounted samurai. The difference is, if Matti gets in, he's simply done for. If he does not, then he's fine. He's of course always dancing. Why? To save his food, no need to lose it. And also having a lot of army is obviously better. His heavy archers are helping him quite a ton though. And it was quite interesting to see Pizza only get 4 shooting ranges instead of the normal 7. By doing that, he basically said, I know what I'm doing, I am cocky, I am confident, I will not lose. And decided to make Bronze Age Spearmen for some reason that didn't do anything. Pizza can be a weird person at times, but he's surely not a bad player. Right now we have a tie. Matti is pushing on with some vision, but of course his eco is struggling. due to not spreading his workers, not all of them are working. To be honest, most of them are not. And his town hall is also idle, his wood line is not fixed, his warehouse is simply just too far, and he's now going late age. But can he do it with no eco? He most likely can. It's Matty we're talking about. I'm sure this won't be a big problem. He's getting one warehouse, although I would destroy this and put another one here. 2 warehouses are better than one. And going on with Ashigarus. Ashigarus aren't a bad unit anymore. They used to be a terrible unit. After some buffs, they got quite some love though. And to be honest, they do look flashy with those little straw hats. And wouldn't you know, Pizza is already pushing back. Patty and Pizza both don't have full pop though. And he got some Choconus. I'm not sure if they got a buff or something, but I've noticed players making them lately. Don't really know for what. They have a low range, low attack speed, and not amazing damage. And right now, Pizza is getting horse archers to just get more army. I was honestly expecting him. Oh, he's making both. He simply wants more army then. Pizza can be an interesting player at times, but I'm sure if he sticks some workers in, he can destroy those houses. I said workers once more, which I'm terribly sorry about. I wanted to say horses, but now Mati is second medieval. What that means is mounted samurai are going into play. You can already see the upgrade. For stables, this upgrade is taken as well. He took the resource upgrade from the warehouse, which most players don't do. Very nice, it's very important to take it. He does not take this armory upgrade, but does take the guns powder upgrade, so he will go for the Harkebusers. They're one of the worst gunpowder unit, but you use what you can use to win the game. And by saying this, he says, by doing it, he says, I don't want to defend, I want to push and win this game before I are. I know Pizza is good in long games, I am not confident enough. But Pizza knows this, perhaps, and also goes for the gunpowder upgrade. As he says, I think I am good enough, maybe I can even go industrial while making gunpowder units. Let's take a look. But of course, Pizza and his forgetful mind never takes upgrades. Not because he doesn't want to, but because he simply forgets. This research upgrade is so nice. But he must have forgot about it sadly. Another thing that is very bad for Mati is that his units go from the entire map to get to the battlefield. On the other side, Pizza has them right in front of his small but nice forward base. It seems like the mountain samurai are coming right now. It's coming from the side, and those workers will surely cry. Mountain samurai are coming from the Pizza as well, and India is coming into play. Probably when you go the East Asia side, you usually go for India, unless you have a nice map for China. What do you want to get for China? Is a map with low resources and a lot of ground to spam houses on. China is so cheap that you can basically outspam your enemy. And the mountain samurai are in. Pizza is lucky to have noticed, but still so many workers have died, even if he did. He took the upgrade just now and is hiding even more workers. This is super scary. Pizza must be getting stressed from it. But so is he going to get some mountain samurai. And sadly, last second lost his spear. And while at 0 foot, it is surely scary. What Pizza should do right now is cancel his India. He needs to defend. He doesn't have the food to defend with. Actually, my bad, he does not have to cancel it, as Mati has 0 army whatsoever, which I did not notice. What obviously Pizza needs is a nice wall to defend from the mountain samurai. Here, that's enough. More are coming. More are going to kill some workers. More workers are simply going to die. Pizza cannot do anything about it, sadly. But at least he knows they are there, as he saw them in the battle. His eco is not too well managed, and his resources are lacking quite a ton. He tries to run after those mounted samurai, maybe help out a bit, while still pushing this. Actually, he has no army. What happened? Pizza! We need to get those boats back up. They are not working. Delete them if you don't want to use them. And Pizza got baited. Ah, so many workers dead. Stopped in their tracks. And Matti once again is pushing back at Pizza. He has officially cancelled IR. And Matti holds his ground. He wants to go IR. He needs to go IR. He getting some towers up, obviously. More mountains somewhere going, but are being blocked. Quite lucky for Pizza. How are they being blocked? Because of this warehouse. I wonder how long it will take for Matti to find out. I'd mounted a samurai could be very strong as of right now. I wonder what Pizza is trying to do with his mounted samurai. I wish you could somehow see the size of his army, or rather of both players, by clicking maybe F2, but we cannot, sadly. And Pizza clicked F2Q as well, which sadly saved Matti's worker. Sadly for him, luckily for Matti. Now, will he finish those towers? He will indeed. In last second. Just to hide those workers, sadly. He did it too late. But Matti got baited, and baited. What are you doing here? What are you? Well, whatever. Maybe Pizza just has. He didn't have full towers. Looks like anymore. He's not dying. He did delete the boats, and is simply pushing this forward base. Both players are going head to toe and not letting each other win. Although Pizza low on food, Matti is almost China. Is China a good choice on this map? It is. China is always okay, but it's not a great choice. Now we can see that a whole 5 pop is stuck here. And Matti right now, because of those arquebusiers, is not doing the best. No. 0, 0, and some iron. While there's a whole army, and I mean it, a whole army there. Mounted samurai doing this as well. Let's slow down to make sure we don't miss anything. They simply stand in place, but at the same time they slow this army down, which lets him push. Mounted samurai are trying to get those cannons, and will get some of them if Pizza doesn't notice quicker. And the slow comes in, a crucial moment! Saving how many? Okay, now killing his own. But still, it's always something. Sadly killed his own hand cannons, but better than nothing. Those horses are simply being annoying. He should destroy this house, obviously. And Matti finally had to cancel to gain his resources back, while Pizza is almost halfway with no iron. This is not enough. And cancelled as well. Both players are cancelling. So just like Twitter. Just like Twitter. Keep in mind though, there is no way they will run out of resources on this map. There is simply too much of them. The shots are going down. Most of them miss. Hand cannons do need some love. I feel like their low damage doesn't compensate for the lack of attack speed, lack of accuracy, and ease of destruction. I feel like they could at least give them some accuracy to snipe units better, or increase the AoE. Simply right now, hand cannons might be the weakest seeds there is. The good part about it, of course, is that they slow down unit, but every cannon does that. And well, they aren't the worst shields, but will surely be the worst cannons though. They do need more accuracy, which they don't have. At least they work as a team. Two guys working together to fight the enemy forces. Pizza, due to low metal, is struggling quite a ton. Going back, letting him get some air. And sadly, will they die? No, should at least let one go. Will they die? Yes, they will die. So many workers will die. Mati has 70, Pizza has even less. It must be very annoying playing against this Smattered Samurai, but it's a part of the game, and it's only annoying because Pizza does not want to make a wall. Please, Pizza, one more wall here, one wall here, one, and you're safe from them. Look how much resources you have. They will not be able to do anything against you. Why do you not want to make this wall? You do have the stone. Come on, come on. You know we want to win this game. Stop playing like this. That's not you. Of course, they are now fighting in the middle, as both players have rather the same amount of resources. Kidding, of course. Mati has a lot of iron, but nothing else, and will have to cancel constantly. Iron is useful, but you can only have so much of it, and while making arquebusiers, you simply lose a lot of resources. They cost wood, they cost iron. They are simply super expensive, just like hand cannons, which shouldn't be this expensive for what they provide. Those 5 hand cannons is already more than 1,000 wood. More than 1,000 wood for just cancelling the age once more. Another Pizza side is doing fantastic when it comes to his resources. Is he going next stage yet? No, he's taking a recent upgrade to see the Mounted Samurai faster. What will his plan be? I have no idea, quite honestly. What I do know is that he needs to get those workers back, and they will probably go themselves. Quite interesting though is that he's not making his army. Maybe he's distracted once more, or maybe he just simply forgot. He, once more, with some Mounted Samurai. In fight, they might be weak, but against workers, they are just better stippaks. Of course, Mounted Samurai are coming again from Mati, but in this game, we can see that the difference in eco is simply overkilling the police player. Those workers are constantly blocking each other. Those workers have to work a long while. And on Pizza's side, his eco is much better managed. On 2 farms evenly spread, workers don't work a lot. Very nice, very nice. But like I said, if he was to get a wall, he would probably already be industrial, due to not losing 20 workers like he did. Sure, walls are expensive, but with so little walls, you can cut down a lot of the cost. Honestly, if you make a bigger one here, you can take this, then you will be able to take this, a bit of this, and this. So much resources for one person. Obviously, those resources come in handy, as we can see. From Pizza's perspective, he does struggle on foot a bit, but from Mati's perspective, he's struggled at both and had to cancel. Pizza does not have something to cancel, so he cannot get the boost. The sides turn once more, and Pizza is the one struggling. What he needs to do is either focus on killing some workers, or simply go next stage. If he's going to continue making those Mounted Samurai that are providing little to no use, it will be just a waste of iron. He knows that he has a good base building, and at the same time might as well go with workers and make a tower here. I'm sure it would take a long time for his enemy to destroy this tower. even more that workers can repair. And of course, it will also, keep in mind, take a long time. And an unloaded samurais come in. Hand cannons are killing themselves. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, and provide 5 down. It's just super easy to kill them. Have no armor whatsoever, little HP, and a big hitbox. Please fix hand cannons. It's quite interesting how even arquebusiers have a higher armor than the hand cannons. Hand cannons 3.0, arquebusiers 3.1. It's not a huge difference, but it's something. It can block 6 damage, while cannons can block only 4. And its size, of course, back on track with his resources. They are fixed. They are almost well managed, struggling with just a bit of food. And Matti is still struggling at the food again. And still on wood. With time, he will be struggling even more and more and more. Although Pizza, with his high production, is struggling off his eco. Just simply cannot upkeep it. Which, if you think about it, it's quite interesting. Due to Matti going next stage all the time, and Pizza just not being able to even click it. Why is that? Most likely because of boats. If I were Pizza, I could probably use some boats here. Not so much because it's not a lot, but even 3 would help. This game is looking to be on a quite stalemate. But what we can say is that both players, they don't want to give up. And now the eco from Matti will go much higher. Pizza is waiting, managing his army, and going in right now. Matti has that perfect, beautiful choke point of his. Let us speed up a bit, as this fight is slow, simply going for too long. He is pushing in, and the mountain samurais are pushing in as well. Keep an eye out for them on the map. We can see that they are simply going in, trying to get the workers. They are being seen, getting some damage, and now they are in the working line. As you can see, none of them died. Lucky Pizza. Workers all on 1 HP. Okay, just 2, but none of them died. And there it is. Just like I suggested, towers getting in to just get some vision. Right now, it's only of course territory, but trust me, it gets Matti to panic, and Pizza got in with the mountain samurai into his wood line. Still fighting and pushing, of course. Matti had to cancel again, and Pizza has no wood. Which is simply awful. His eco is not that bad, not the best. But it's hard to be at the best all the time when those workers just farm so quickly. And his food eco is low because he cannot reproduce more chickens due to low wood. He would use this honestly while it's there. And probably should cancel those head cannons since he cannot make any army. And wouldn't you know, I was right. I promise I didn't watch this video. I really didn't. But Matti has seen this. Matti has indeed seen this. And Pizza sees this as well, so he has to make his tower. Unlucky Pizza, unlucky. Sadly, sometimes it happens like this. What he always can do is simply sacrifice these workers to make this one tower there. However, this tower is shooting quite quickly, I must agree. And he will sacrifice those workers. Just lost 1, maybe 2. Will lose 2 because they did not get in. I can already hear him getting frustrated because of this, but he has finally entered it and is trying to get some more towers out. Fighting of course with Matti, killing something, Not too much, mostly just losing his army. But overall, doing a good job. Now Matti is going to struggle as he's going industrial again, and his boats will slowly become useless. More army, more resources to spend, but less resources to get. Pizza has gotten his chickens out, so he will spread them soon. There are just so many, better safe than sorry. And his vision is simply really doing it for him now. Although all of his workers have sadly perished. Looking at his work account, we can see that he had some to spend, no worries. And is trying to get next stage. So is Matti after a long time at battle with his enemy. Where is he getting his iron? I cannot believe it. They are fighting there for so long that the closest iron is there. And if not for... And this can be destroyed. This can be really destroyed simply by pushing a bit further. Uh-oh. Matti is in big trouble. This Asiaris will surely just die. He is simply getting some time. The problem is, India counters China. Very interesting what Matti is trying there. Interesting to see Pizza standing still. Those towers are not doing too much, to be honest. But interesting to see that this one got more damage. Seems like this is quite some heavy RNG going on. Quite funny. Not for Pizza though, actually not for him. And Pizza is full pop, so he can slowly but surely go next stage. Matti is struggling with iron, so Pizza has caught up. One Ashigaru down. One worker down. And all Ashigaru is down. Pizza is India, and Matti is China. Both are getting their upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Of course, Pizza will go for the balloon upgrade, and Matti will go balloon upgrade. Sorry, for the balloons, for the balloon unit and more pop. And Matti will go for the spam. Big problem is China has no balloons. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't. And it really is a big problem. And this is even a bigger problem. How could you allow this, Pizza? Shame on you. So much resources lost. Shame on you. You knew what was going on. You should have defended that. Especially now that you need your food. Let us slow down a bit because this is getting quite interesting right now due to how those both interact with each other. Funny enough, those towers both kinda the same results. Oh no, if Pizza upgrades this tower, it will be able to snipe down those workers. And simply does, both just waiting in place. Pizza has pop upgrade, and Matti does not yet. Mountain Guardsmen, I haven't seen those in a long time. This wall could be really useful right now, but there is no wall made yet. Should have made that wall, Pizza, should have made it. And those houses, to be honest, he wants those militiamen, yes. But just look how easy they are to snipe. If Pizza gets there, and he often did, those houses are done, so they say bye bye. And what Pizza wants to say right now is yum yum. And eat Matti up. The Pizza fights back. Getting that board killed, very nice. Do it for the people. And pushing out with the Harkebusiers. That will have to be changed surely soon. because they're just way too expensive to work with. But the warehouse upgrade comes in handy though. It really does. Those upgrades as well. Might have overdid it on the weight, yes. But as long as he can keep his army up, it will be fine. Now, keep in mind it's hard to dodge Harkebu's shots as they are super quick. So unless you're very good at it with those horses, you will not be able to dance with them. They are trying to sneak in, will be going for the food most likely, but Matti surely does not yet know that Pizza is actually struggling with wood. And wow, Matti is back on track with his food. But this could use a lot of work, let's be honest. This is quite interesting. He's just getting way too much food from this rice farm. Those workers are producing at 1.8, just like the fish in the start of the game. Very nice. And what can we say? It's very interesting that Matti is gaining food only from this source. Is he not? Is he doing it somewhere else? Need to slow down the game a bit. Yes, it's his only food source, and somehow it's just enough. Somehow it's enough to give him 8,000 food. Did he cancel? No, he did not. And Pizza is just staying on both resources. Although, keep in mind, Pizza does have stronger units. Look at those machine gun elephants, they are just shooting everything down. Just slightly, maybe more weaker. Death scythes or machine gun are better machine gunners, of course. Look at those people, all they have to do is just move their hand and everyone is dying in front of them. Quite funny, isn't it? And, well, sadly he's indeed struggling on food. Sorry, he's struggling on wood. Which does not help him, but at the same time, Matti could not be struggling with that wood. And he's not, but you get my point. He might think, oh, I have resources, I don't need to fix that, but you could always have more resources, right? I know greed is a sin, but the more the better in this game. You can go at 0 once, but if you would to get more resources, you wouldn't go at 0, right? Simple logic. But thing about China and India in 1v1s though, is that you will already go to second industrial, which means that you will not get the pop upgrade. Good thing about them though is that they are cheap, so quick, fast, stronger army. The thing is, where are the balloons from Pizza? You need those balloons, they are really strong. And Matti has nothing to defend against them right now. Why he's not getting any? Simply, most likely forgot. But those machine gun elephants are doing their job. Very nice, Pizza, very nice. Just fix your eco. You can see that he's still pushing, and those machine gun elephants are simply echoing a bit too much. Now there's 5 of them too. But mounted guardsmen are there. That's even more interesting. Mounted guardsmen are known for being quite annoying when it comes to killing eco. Will he kill some eco from Pizza though? Looks like we'll have to find out soon enough. Matti is though struggling a lot on the iron. He is researching Germany after all. But now comes the food problems. 34 workers. Wow. You cannot really see them through the grass, can you? Or rather rice. Apologies. And Pizza is looking quite okay. Just gotta get those more workers on that wood. Where is his iron? He does not mind it. Yes, he does. And he's getting new ones there. So far, so good. He does need more wood. And that even rhymes. And 25 kills, 16 elephants are just way too strong. What can Matti do right now? Get tanks. Is he doing that? Yes, he is. Well, armored cars, but they are fine enough. Weaker because they are from Asia, dealing just 2 less damage each shot and getting about simply just a bit less armor, but being cheaper. Which material he needs right now? He needs cheaper things. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I can taste the tears of losing workers while you cannot afford to lose any. Well, actually he can. He has a lot of resources. Ooh, it's quite funny how those mounted guardsmen can survive so many machine gun elephants, but that's due to health probably. Yes, they are horsemen, so they have a lot of it. 20, 20, 33. Like I said, the many the better. Slowly they are becoming simply death saves themselves. Funny, but 6 elephants are about 1 death save in power. When it comes to infantry, of course. And Matti is preparing to go for that push. Push for what? Push for eco. Mounted samurai are not quite enough. What Pizza needs to defend is industrial towers. He has 1, he's making more. He does that in time. Almost not in time, but Matti goes back. He goes back for some reason. Why he goes back? No idea, but he did. And did that save him? Yes, that did save him. Oh my god, Matti, what have you done? What have you done? All this eco that he could have lost just simply forfeited by 1 mistake. Actually, he lost quite a bit with those workers here. Quite a bit, did I say? He lost about 2. What am I talking about? Pizza is gaining total victory. Just still waiting for those balloons to come out. Those resources. Oh my god, Pizza. Pizza, use those resources. At this point you're sleeping. Use them and use them well. You can make so many things. While Matti cannot. He can simply not. Come on, man. Come on. Use those resources. Use them. You don't even have full pop. Yes. Is he crazy? Is he going second industrial? Cannot wait to see. Is he doing that? Come on. Come on. Show us. Do it for us. Upgrade those 3. Actually, he cannot probably upgrade it. It's so expensive. Can he? Yeah, he cannot. Well, no late industrial yet. But at least he spent his resources. He still has his Aiden suddenly, but he has way too many workers anyways. While Matti has a nice number. He has a nice number. Not too bad. Both players going head to toe. But in the end, for Pizza, he played he played rather bad for who he is. I don't think Matti should be able to do that well against Pizza, especially on a map like this. But hey, everyone has his worst days, maybe something came up. I still think that both players did amazing, and Matti surely deserves a spotlight for this game, especially for his base building. His base building, like I've already said, is just out of this world. Sadly, those head cannons finally going into... They just missed everything. Oh, where are the machine gun elephants? Pizza wasn't walking, he wasn't walking. No, those workers are dying quite slowly, but they are still dying. Like slowly, but dying at all is quite good as well. Finally, the towers are doing their job, and doing quite a good job at that. The good part about China though is that the militiamen can easily overwhelm those machine gun elephants. If there's a good part... There it is. There we go, Pizza. Finally you did it. Finally you did it, Batman. You have gotten your balloons. Oh yes. Now go. Go and win this game. He has nothing to defend against those balloons. Simply destroy those tanks and win. Pizza. Oh my god. He's being Pizza again. He has to go AFK. Not replenishing his eco, not moving. Okay, right now. I guess he's getting tired. I mean, it's 1.5 hour game. I'm pretty sure it's the longest we have got so far, with both decent players. Let's be honest, both are amazing players. We simply have to wait and see how they will do. He is rebuilding his airfield. Will make it. He will make it. Nice. Uh-oh, he destroyed his own airfield. And no worries. At least he has those five balloons. Right now, he is upgrading his shooting rangers. Out of them, he will be able to get some 6. And they will cost resources, but Pizza has the resources to spare. And they are a bit better than the archers. Not too much, but a bit. But the difference is, look at those balloons, look at them. There's nothing that can be done about them. Even with so many arquebusiers are just doing so slow. Too slow even. If Pizza can get more, it will simply be GG. Of course, he should have instantly gotten them, not so late. While Matti didn't have anything to defend against them. But let's be honest, Matti is not looking good on those resources, he is not. Why? That's why. This is why. Is that all of his wood eco? Yes, that is simply too far. He has to go too far to receive it. And workers now dying. Those are Chinese workers, so it's not as hard as when you're in Europe. They still make 9 seconds, which is the exact time as Stone Age. But losing all workers is always bad. He offers a draw. And Pizza knows what he's planning. He knows that Matti will not win this game. He goes for the win. He has China, and as China, which has cheap units, he does not have resources. Matti wanted to play sneaky. Matti wanted to win the bastard way by getting his opponent to just go for a draw where he knows he cannot win. But no, Pizza knows what's going on. Pizza wants to win this game, and he has the whole right to do so. Simply, he played this game for too long and wants the win, and can have the win. He is qualified for it as he has better units and has more eco. And how much more eco? You see, there is so much eco that at this point he can even go second industrial. Second industrial hits already GG. Although his wood eco is totally trashed and I am sad to see it. Oh Pizza. You always manage to make some mistake. It's a very good game, it will be sad, exactly. Good talking Pizza, you know it. And also complimenting his opponent a bit. That's how you're supposed to play, you're supposed to be nice to each other, even while you're of course trying to win. Some people hate their opponents for simply losing to them and them not letting them win, but instead you should be nice for him trying the best to give you a good game. It's after all a competitive watch selection game, and both of those players want to be pro players in this game, and probably are, especially Pizza. Pizza is of course a pro player, but Matti? I would say he is, I would say that. The Mountain Samurai are going on it, the Mountain Guardsmen are going on it again. Dark Cat Mountain Guardsmen, right? Yes they are. But there's not much you can do, and they are simply dying quickly. Especially when they stay so long in the tower range. Pizza is just slowly getting his resources. Will he go second industrial? Will he? He fixed his wood eco, he should be able to so much. Yes! Finally! We can see a second industrial in a 1v1 game. It took so long for us to see this. So long! But we can finally see one game with second industrial with India, so that is even more pop. It was good that he left some elephants there, it will help a bit, not too much, but a bit. And those towers even died to this. Those mounted guardsmen even died to those medieval towers. What Pizza is getting, of course, is getting his better army, his full pop, so he doesn't lose resources, and he's very confident that Matti cannot go next stage and has worse units. So what he's doing is just simply waiting. Matti has food but has nothing else. And honestly, those balloons are fearless and give a lot of fear to the enemy, which is not a good trait for Matti whatsoever. But what can he do? He can only watch as Pizza is going India. Let us speed this up just a bit. even more until we see something going on the map. And there we go. Mati is going on with a ton of armored cars. Prepare this entire push. A lot of workers are dying, but this will not matter too much. Pizza does not see this though, until now, and thankfully he didn't lose a single worker. And those towers are quite good against those armored cars, as you can see. They are taking the time destroying them, but for 2 towers it's quite good. 27 armor, as you can see, which is low, and 35, which is better, but it's China, of course, so Warriors units for a cheaper price. Now, he thinks that if he baits his army there, he can simply go with militiamen. But do you really wanna rush with militiamen against a billion balloons? No, you don't. But they do their job. Militiamen, when unprotected, are quite strong. It's 18 damage after all. And this is the point where Pizza might lose a lot of army. A lot of workers, because he did not make more towers and it will take a long time to destroy those armored cars. How many workers does Pizza have? He has... Oh, he's down to 90 workers. From my head, third. But would you look at that? He did hit second industrial and is getting his second industrial units. As well as armored cars. What can Mati do right now? He can give up, honestly. Although Mati is getting into second industrial as well. He got his resources back. Incredible, he fixed his eco finally, and now sees the power of it. That's right, Mati, that's what's going on when you fix your eco. Fantastic map, finally get something going on. And Pizza got his half army, half PM gunners, half grenade launchers. It will deal with everything. Tanks, army. The only thing it cannot do with is artillery. And balloons. Balloons are not too nice. Hopefully he would... Actually, nah, this upgrade is not too useful. Why would he want mortar elephants? To be honest, at the same time, this shouldn't be able to be upgraded. Mortar elephants are so bad, they should be out there instantly, so you don't even have to upgrade them. Of course, the upgrade is almost in. And we can see a bigger fight coming, but it's a 3-year fight. It's most a slaughter by now. So many militiamen dying, 24 damage. Huh. 6 are better than Hargebusers. Maybe they have lower armor, but the attack speed is what matters. And probably, if I'm sure, are they cheaper? Yes, they are cheaper. Not by a ton, but they are. And sooner or later, Pizza will get the double pop, and so will Mati, honestly. But Mati has Mati has howitzers and first IR tanks. Pizza has proper second IR units, come on. There's a huge difference between both players. There's simply too many units that counter infantry, and China is mostly made of infantry, although those tanks do help a lot. But those balloons shred, those elephants kill. Those 6 do some nice... Those aren't 6 anymore. Those are 6. They do some nice damage against the tanks. 25 damage from up close. And PM gunners simply kill every single soldier. Now soldiers aren't amazing, but they're quite good. Not too bad. 22 damage, 12 accuracy. Nice range. Not too bad whatsoever. But Pizza, oh, what have you done, Pizza? Where is your eco? Is he spending so much that he cannot make anything? He is spending a lot, yes. But Mati is also spending a lot. Both of them aren't being able to take this. Oh, here tries PM gunners. Which is quite good, of course. The fight is again on a stalemate. But I'm sure Pizza will finish this quickly. They are just... His units will simply overpower Mati's. 90 damage, it's a lot. 33 armor, it's okay. Quite fast as well. let us speed up a bit so it doesn't just stand in place. He has noticed those workers working there. He's saying, "What are you doing, Mr. Matty? Stealing my own resources?" "Yes, that's right, my own resources. This map belongs to me. I am going to nicely ask you to get out by slaughtering your people and taking out their lives." And Matty is going in, noticing that he's losing his iron. He's worrying that he will not have it later, and Pizza got back his resources and has full pop on triple pop. Now that's an army. When it comes to workers, 105, 225 army. You don't see that very often, do you? Fireworks coming in, tanks coming in, entire army in the front, more army coming by. And what can he do to kill them? Obviously he can use those soldiers which will annihilate those tanks, but can he notice in time? He can, but he does not want to cancel this PM gunner. Come on, cancel it! You need those soldiers to destroy those tanks, you need them. Oh yes, Pizza goes for the right thing, destroying the arsenal and destroying those fishing workers. If he loses this, Matty will have no right where it hurts. Oh yes, Pizza, oh yes, you know what to do to make your game good. 0 food equals 0 army, obviously, as China. And it's a matter of time when Pizza once again starts getting his balloons and starts pushing away. Incredible, it's a 2-hour game. I am extremely tired of tactics so far, but still they are coming at it. They must be even tired, thinking and trying their best to win the game. I hope you brought a lot of food from this game, because there's obviously a lot to watch. What can we say? Like I've settled already, there is no way Pizza is going to lose it, simply due to Matty not having any resources. And this is endless game, acting cocky once more, but we obviously know that Pizza will win this. There's simply not enough that Matty can do. Sooner or later, Matty will slowly lose this game. Due to worse units, that's just how it goes. Due to worse units, and if he will lose all of this, he will not have resources to mine this. But let's be honest, it will take a long time to lose all of this. The biggest problem though is the iron. He does have 8,000 of it right now, but what will he do later when he loses this? And loses... Oh, he does not have the mines. Yes, what will he do if he loses his iron? He will not get anti-air and he will not get tanks. How much does this tank cost? 160? 100? I forgot they're that cheap. Okay, that's so worth it then. Slightly worse resources, but for so less. Obviously in team games, that's bad because you want to focus on making as strong of an army as you can, but in 1v1s, that slight difference does not matter a lot when you can just spam those resources. But it feels like the end right now. Yes, it does, Pizza. You know what you're talking right now about. You know what you're talking about. Just... Oh, he did not continue his production. He forgets. Is Pizza getting so cocky he's going to lose? Nah, no way it's going to happen. Get some towers in to get out his vision, destroy this balloon. And he's as blind as a... what's blind? Probably there are some animals that are blind. I simply have forgot their names. I'm sure there's one animal that digs tunnels under the ground and is blind. Just don't quite remember his name. And being in his base, what can Matty do? Pizza simply overwhelming him, overwhelming his workers. He has to move there to not lose any. But does he have the resources? No, he does not. It is over. No wood. Nothing. I don't know why I don't have food. Well, that's because China simply has only this. Those workers are blocking themselves. Not 60 workers, have 43. The biggest problem is that he simply does not have tractors. Yes, China is indeed expensive food. Everything costs. Are you in there? Oh, are you IR? I think yes, IR second. I think yes. He should spread them, of course. They are blocking themselves. But it still wouldn't have that much. It's simply that China is indeed expensive food. And he does not have tractors, he does not have upgrades. While pizza, how fast is pizza gathering this? Matthew is gathering in 1.8, pizza is gathering in also 1.8, but it's harder to block. And to be honest, he has more workers by 3, I think. Yes. Well, I am your host Pideon, and that was the longest game I've reviewed so far. But I hope you enjoyed it. Today, of course, there won't be double videos, I'm sorry. There will be coming back to 1 video per day at 12 AM, since I have my exams. But next week, prepare for some main videos and maybe guides. I'm planning on making some guides, so you can make sure learning this game is even easier. I hope you enjoyed this game. I would say thank the players, but to be honest, they probably don't wanna be bothered. Unless you will say it nicely that they will, because they did a great job at giving out this game. And if you want to be featured on the channel, I will always do that gladly. Make sure just to send out your replays to me. That was it from me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.